Today in the crypto space, we're seeing some green price action. Bitcoin right around $113,500, up approximately 2%, and Ethereum hovering around the 4,300, also up approximately 1%. The rest of the crypto space, the altcoins, a mix of green and red. However, we do have some good gainers like AVAX, Pump, Ondo, and MNT, and a few others. In today's video, I want to talk about the general market. I want to use Bitcoin as a leading indicator, but more importantly, guys, I want to talk about a project that is definitely overlooked, and that project is called CurveDAO. CRV is the ticker. So you know what? Let's talk about the news, let's analyze the charts, and let's strategize to capitalize. Welcome to the channel. My name is Mike, and let's get right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel, welcome. On the channel, we talk about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the altcoins. Looking for opportunity, whether we go up or down, bearish, bullish, it doesn't matter. All we want to do is stay one step ahead of the market so that we can capitalize on any of the volatility. And if you appreciate the strategy, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, including the live streams at 8 p.m. EST, where we talk about crypto news and price action. Guys, if you have any projects you want me to cover here on the channel, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. You can hit me up on the socials. The links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is it's absolutely free. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here with the market, because we're seeing a nice grind. I like the slow momentum, the nice and slow grind to the upside. We see that we're above the $4 trillion mark, market cap wise. That's looking pretty good, up approximately 1.4%. That's nice to see. We have a bit of trading volume, nothing major, but we're getting a few spikes here and there, which is pretty cool. We see Bitcoin waking up a little bit. I'm just going to premise that the entire market right now is pretty stagnant. Like, it's not like we're getting much price action. Slow and steady. Nice melt ups are beautiful. Look at BNB, 1.5% moving to the upside. Yes, it got a bit of a hit, but it's okay. You can see still in an uptrend. Solana and many others. Look as we keep on going down. We see even Doge looking like it might want to break to the upside again. Cardano's looking pretty good. We have many others looking pretty good. Hyperliquid. We have Sui waking up here a little bit. We have XLM, AVAX, guys. If you've been missing out, if you have been missing out on the videos, on the live streams, I've already mentioned AVAX already this entire week, over and over and over. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. And all of a sudden, guys, you can see it's looking pretty good. It's up 10% today, guys. If you got into AVAX and been holding a position, congratulations, because it's looking good. Let's continue going down here. We do have Litecoin also waking up a little bit. And what else do we have here? Dot and many others. Let's see, Manto's still ripping it, doing pretty good, up 30% in the last 7 days, which is nice to see, of course. Congratulations, because that's also a nice, good mover. And pretty, stable price action, across the board here. You see BitTensor going sideways, and Ondo is slow grinding right now. You can see it's moving upward, slow and steady. Very bullish narrative, very bullish project, obviously. But it is what it is, guys. You have to understand, we run in peaks and valleys. What else do we have? That's about it, guys. As you can see, even Adam waking up a little bit. Nice grind to the upside. A few grinders, as you can see. Pumped up funds still waking up here, up 40% in the last 7 days. That's pretty good. I like the price action, guys. We celebrate all the pumps here on the channel. It doesn't matter what it is. If it pumps, it pumps. And congratulations to everybody that is holding. And this is how it is, guys. We just try to take advantage of all opportunities. All right, guys, let's jump right into some charts. As you guys know, I want to talk about CurveDAO today. So let's see what's CurveDAO is doing. It's at about 77 cents. We do see the market cap, at about $1 billion, fully diluted, 1.7, 1.8, which means there's a few tokens that still need to be issued. How are they going to be issued? Guys, deep dive necessary, in this case, so we can see, if there's their vesting schedule. Are they going to be released all purely based on rewards? Are they going to be airdrops? We don't know. At the end of the day, deep dives will definitely uncover a lot of the uncertainty. Guys, if you want me to do a deep dive on the projects that you're interested in, join the Discord and make the request. Guys, we vote on the deep dives. All right. Let's continue. Let's see what they're doing on X. Anything interesting here on X? Curve Finance, as you can see, creating deep on-chain liquidity using advanced bonding curves. Okay, it's part of the stablecoin narrative, as you guys know. Important update for FX pool implementations. Please vote. Okay, a little bit of code here, a little bit of an update here on Curve. Okay, that's pretty good. Not directly on Curve, but if you LP via stake DAO, please do click migrate. Okay, a little bit of information there. We checked our code and it's safe from the supply chain attack. You guys remember a couple of days. It's still kind of lingering, this news, but you know, it's not a big hack. It's not a big thing. Don't worry. The majority of everything is safe, as you can see. Let's see. Best is not to use anything. Okay, they're keeping up with that topic. But what is Curve DAO up to? What is going on? Breaking monthly active users. Curve Finance are going parabolic. So active users looking pretty good here, as you can see. Beautiful uptrend. That's what we want to see, is market participation and adoption and all that kind of stuff. Stake DAO devs did something. They did migrate to stake DAO v2 strategies. Okay, monthly recap. That's pretty nice that they give you a monthly recap so you can see what's going on. FX swaps go live. Yield basis readies for launch. More and so on. Upgrades, peg stability, reserve adds, FRX, USDT, and powered by Curve. So pretty good. Okay, they got some good news here. I would have loved to see a little bit more. What are they cooking, guys? You know, it'd be nice to see, given that, you know, we know that the stablecoin narrative has been picking up a little bit of traction here. And given that Curve is an OG in this space, it would be nice to see how they are, you know, basically implementing or getting active within that narrative. Nonetheless, guys, I'm interested in Curve. You guys know that I've been keeping an eye on in the last little while. All right, guys, I know you're here to talk about charts, so let's begin. Let's see what's going on with CRV Curve DAO. Are they doing anything here with price action? Let's take a look. As you can see, we are still at the bottom of the range. Nothing major has happened yet. No expansion, not whatsoever. At the end of the day, the question is, should we be scaling in? Should we be buying the dip? Should we be accumulating within this range? Let's take a look at this in a little bit more detail. Guys, these are big questions. Like, do we spend our capital here right now? Do we deploy the remaining dry powder that we have right into projects that look like this? Now, we know, like I mentioned, CRV is part of an interesting narrative, obviously. You know, the stablecoin narrative and this, you know, and part of the DeFi space. It's definitely an interesting project, no doubt. And if you look at the price action, guys, you got to be clear. Let me just zoom out real quick. It's at the bottom of the range. And it has been hitting this, you know, little bit of a floor price. And if you look at a big picture, it looks amazing, right? You can see that we're slowly pivoting to the upside. This is a beautiful change of character based on what has been happening in the past with this downtrend and this, you know, falling wedge. And then all of a sudden, you know what? We're making higher highs and higher lows. Beautiful. The thing is that we didn't really break the range in the sense that we didn't change character with a follow through yet. We need to break above these tops. What I'm going to do is highlight the importance of this horizontal so that we can really understand that we have to break this range. You can see this range basically has accumulated a lot of volume, a lot of market participation. And if you, in addition to that, if you look at what's going on here with the volume bars, the majority of this volume, a good portion of it, begins right around this level. And if you can see that, you know, there's a little bit of a correlation here. The correlation is that during that moment where we are getting an influx in volume, we are actually getting an uptrend. And you can see we're making higher highs and higher lows where demand is outperforming supply, which is obviously something to be bullish about. However, now is the time to understand before we actually get the expansion. And as I always mention, it's the transitionary phase from bearish to bullish and bullish to bearish that usually is the hardest time to trade, and it usually is the most painful time to trade. So right now what I'm saying is, yes, this thing hasn't broken out yet, and we should be preparing for a reversal, follow through in this market structure shift that you see here, the change of character. However, just because we see that, it doesn't mean that we can't have market manipulation. It doesn't mean that we can't come and hunt liquidity at lower levels. It doesn't mean that we can't hunt trendline liquidity. As you can see, this trend line right here is staring at me right in the face. And price action, the way it is, could definitely come down and do a bit of a sweep right around here and continue to the upside and maintain its upwards trajectory, eventually hunting the liquidity down here, sweeping these little lows, coming down to this little imbalance, staying within my yellow accumulation range that has been identified for so long, and then ultimately waiting for a break of the 1.2 at $1.20. That is the big opportunity. So within this entire range, what you're really doing is preparing for the breakout. The question is, where do you start taking risk? On the daily, there's no doubt in my mind that I would love to be buying this area. So I'm going to put a green arrow in there just to highlight the importance, or the the point of interest. The point of interest right here is super important, because if we come down there, you're probably going to get the best risk to reward ratio opportunity in this entire chart. And I'm not sure why I'm not able to delete this. Let me try one more time. There we go. And as you can see, let me just put a green arrow there so that we can highlight the importance of the zone. If we can come down to this area, guys, this is the area where I would like to take a bit of chance and improve my entries, or DCA, or build that position. And as long as we stay above this bottom, guys, we're still good. Okay, if we break below there, guys, we're in trouble, because we're also breaking below here, and we're also literally getting to the abyss of price action in dip discovery, and that's not somewhere we want to be market wide, never mind CRV, right? So I'm just saying that ultimately we are in an uptrend, and ultimately we're building enough volume, we're building enough pressure here to eventually break out. And the bigger question is, do we come down to buy the dip and pick up bullish bids before we get to the previous highs once again to attempt that breakout? And if it does happen, this range is still intact. Right into this level below 78 cents and above 33 cents. Those are great areas to just dabble in, and DCA. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. Now let's take a look at oscillators here for a second. As you guys know, I do have a custom oscillator. It's called Synergy Signal. And at the current moment, Synergy Signal is telling me that, we could have bottomed out a little bit here, and we could be looking for a bounce. We've came down like this before. We didn't get reset before. And we're currently, right now, maybe getting a nice bottom. As you notice, look at this expansion, look at this red expansion, and look at this current red expansion. Every time the bears respond, we are making higher lows, right? Guys, that's class A bullish divergence in a very, very important place, right at the bottom of the range. Now, again, market manipulation doesn't need any confluence, guys. We know market makers can come down and sweep those lows, like I mentioned. The problem is that if you're looking at momentum and the current shift of momentum, it looks like we're going to be looking for follow through soon. And you can see EMAs are facing up. We're not in the bullish control zone yet, but EMAs are facing up. And we do have a few histogram bars at the current moment suggesting, yeah, maybe we do get back up there and start expanding again like we've done in the past. Okay, so this is looking good. The thing is that, are you willing to weather the storm? Because now we're getting into a slightly smaller market cap. It is a $1 billion market cap. It sounds large, but relative to the heavyweights, it's not that big. However, it is still an opportunity. As I mentioned, as we zoomed out, it is an opportunity because we are at the bottom of the range. Let's quickly get rid of some of this artwork, and let's take a look at the 6 hour for a sec. Let's see what's going on with this structure right here. Are we actually catching a bottom? And you can see we didn't get oversold. So the risk we take going long here is that eventually, you never know, we come down and get oversold. Does it have to happen? No. In bullish conditions, they don't happen as often. So it doesn't have to happen. However, we should mentally be aware that it could still happen. Guys, we're still making lower lows and lower highs. It's still the trend is still our friend, and if we come down for another move, we get oversold. And you saw what's going on with the daily diagonal here. It could still offer us a bit of room for that move or that continuation to the downside. So what I'm saying here is this is a very difficult place to assume that we've hit support. And the reason being is because the 6 hour is not showing it, and the daily has room for downside still. Yes, there is still divergence, but you're not trying to front run oscillator indications. You want to be in tune with market structure. And at the current moment, we see lower lows and lower highs. As soon as we get a market structure shift, a change of character, where we start making higher highs and higher lows, well, let's break above here. Fine, let's make a pump and then come down, and or just do something like this. Let's pump up, come down, higher low, and then let's go for the higher high. Let's eventually break above here, and let's get that change of character. This starts to look interesting, right? As soon as you start to see this with class A bullish divergence throughout all of this, you start to look for follow through to the upside. But we're early, guys. Is this a potential reversal? Sure, but you got to give me a higher high. Now, you can even get on lower time frames, because even on lower time frames, this right here looks beautiful. Like, let me just show you, because I can see based on the 6 hour that it does. Maybe the 5 minute. No, let's go into the 1 hour real quick. 1 hour is probably going to show us better. Look at this, guys. Look at this rounded bottom scenario. If we break above 82 cents, guys, we're cranking. We're going to start to move to the upside. And if we get to this level, yes, that's resistance, but what about the FOMO? Are we going to, get into a scenario where we could start breaking these levels of resistance and getting that FOMO coming in and seeing that reversal accelerate based on emotion? That is all very possible, especially as we lead into a potential altcoin season here. So if we go back to the daily big picture, guys, we're in a good spot to start taking risk. The question is, do we wait for the diagonal? Do we wait for the sweep of these lows? Or do we just start DCing? As you can see, as you may know, my yellow boxes define where I would be taking risk. Guys, yellow box, DCA. Buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, buy a little bit here, accumulate within the range, and have your invalidation right around here. If it breaks below that, guys, we have to take it on the chin and take small losses. But I'll tell you this, the entire market will be bleeding out at that point if we do go down there. All right, guys, if I've offered you any value in this video, do the channel a massive favor. Slap the like button. It does really help out with the algorithm. If you want to follow me on the socials, the links are in the description. Better yet, guys, join the Discord. The Discord is where it's at. Lots of good alpha, trade setups, fundamentals, and learning material. The best part is, it's absolutely free. Take care, guys. Have a good one. And don't forget, buy the dip.